Blessings, my cosmic companion. It is truly an honor to connect with you within this divine frequency and space and time. Thank you for tapping in. I'm currently in Bali, and the field, the frequency, the life force of nature is so potent and so prevalent here. So you will most likely hear lots of energy in the background, and it's essentially just resonant and reflective of, again, the life force that is present here. So just to address the title of this video, if you are watching this, if you feel called to further connect with your cosmic self, then you are already tapping into and communicating with ETs. Yes, confirmed, it is true. And within this video, I'm going to be sharing a few key components and specifics to know how and when you are actually connecting with the cosmic lineages in which you come from, in which you actually are a direct reflection and expression of. Because our cosmic family, our galactic lineage, is not separate from us. It is what we come from, and it is also who and what we are in the future. Therefore, in parallel, we are the cosmic beings. We actually are the ETs ourselves. We come from different planets, from different star systems, and have all divinely met here on Earth. So although there are like billions of people here on Earth and it's kind of like, whatever, I'm like surrounded by humans, this is a normal thing. It's actually so divine and specific that you are here incarnated on Earth at this time, during this shift, during this paradigm restructure and calibration of new frequency energy in which we are again conduits of and anchoring here on Earth. So thank you for showing up. And I know I say that a lot in my videos, but like I really truly mean it. I'm like overflowing with gratitude and appreciation in every single moment to be here experiencing this time with you all, to be here experiencing the human life. Okay, so how to know when you are connecting with cosmic beings. Now, first of all, we're going to speak towards the language in which they communicate with, which is telepathy, energetic transmissions of the mind, of the body, and of the heart, of the soul. Often we hear our intuition, and society has programmed people to detach themselves from their intuition. And because there is such a lack of information and support around trusting your intuition, listening to your intuition, it's often perceived just as the mind or a form of ego. And yes, of course, that does exist. However, things have changed. We are shifting in frequency, and as you are awakening and ascending, you're actually adjusting yourself more and more to be and embody as a conduit of higher frequency cosmic energy and information. Therefore, you are most likely channeling without even knowing it. And because it is so normal to you, you may perceive these messages and the connections of your cosmic galactic self and family as simple thoughts when they are actually direct messages. And with this, it's important to acknowledge that you are a lot more powerful and connected than you perhaps have allowed yourself to believe that you are. A trait of the ego actually tries to convince many that they are not connecting and tapping into higher frequencies and receiving divine information, and that it is just the ego like, oh, I just want to believe I'm connected to this, or I'm just trying to attach to some pharisaical thing for hope, or whatever the case may be, when actually you are connecting. They're like, where do you think your thoughts come from? Where do you think your information, your inspiration, your energy comes from? It doesn't just appear out of thin air. You are connected to a divine channeled source of information. And again, as you continue to raise your frequency, this channel in which you are connected to continues to purify and therefore clarify the information and energy that you are receiving. So the number one thing to increase your channel and to strengthen your communication with your higher source and our higher sources is to trust yourself and to know yourself more, trusting that you are connected to divine frequency as long as it feels good, as long as it feels right, and to lean into that even more, so that you can continue to receive the information that is already coming through you. And this is actually a part of your responsibility, a part of your purpose of incarnating, is to trust your source and to fully embody your source. to clear the distortions of the ego, of projections, the blockages, the stagnancy, the density in which tries to prevent you from fully accessing your power, listening to yourself, and therefore embodying and experiencing your full potential. So the more you trust, the more you lean into this energy and do not question or do not doubt yourself and what you are receiving, the more this energy can stream through you, the more you can connect, and the deeper you can feel the presence of this energy. And this is necessary in order for you to experience actual tangible happenings and visual, verbal experiences of cosmic energy manifested into form, in order to connect with your cosmic family lineages, Arcturians, Pleiadians, Lyrians, Andromedans, divine beings of higher light. In order to do this, you must trust and lean into it so that you can further receive. And now, of course, it's also necessary to feel into how you're actually feeling about it, and also state your sovereignty and clarify verbally and with your inner intention, your own intention and essence, and what you allow into your field. And perhaps that is just stating, I am a being of the highest light, and I only allow that which is of the highest light and frequency into my field. Anything else is not resonant and therefore dissolves. Or perhaps it's just an inner intention, or maybe it's like a physical thing. Whatever it is that resonates with you, it is necessary to encode this sovereignty and this knowing into your field continuously so that you can ensure that you are connecting with the right beings. And also with that, if you do open your field to perhaps something that is not resonant or not of desired frequency, never fear, because it's not that once you do, you are infiltrated forever. No. In every single moment, you are to continue to declare your sovereignty, your energy, and that which you desire to continue to feed. Therefore, if something feels off or not resonant, if you immediately acknowledge it and you declare your sovereignty, you declare your energy, your intention, and your environment, then everything has to arrange itself to meet that. And when you do have that clarity, that awareness, and you embody it, you literally raise your frequency, your energetic vibration. And similar to how when you're listening to a radio station and it's on 99.9, you are not connecting to 48.37 whatever. You are instead adjusted to only the channel in which you are focusing on, in which you are investing your energy into and thus receiving from. And again, we are all also one. There is nothing to fear on the other side or in other roles. Everything does belong and everything has been purposed in order to combine to create the momentum and the experience in which we are co-creating in the future and already have the divine plan. So know that you are always safe and protected. And again, as long as you continue to anchor your sovereignty and clarify your intention and field, you will always be aligned with the highest light. So a way that you can do this to further amplify the messages that you are already receiving is to breathe. Breathe and receive. When you are receiving the channels, it is not about seeking more information or trying to identify or specifically clarify the messages or who is saying it or what are their specific names, or all of those details are actually not necessary. It is more about an energetic transmission. And when you experience this energetic transmission and you allow yourself to receive it, it then encodes within you, and often after that is when you experience the tangible energy and reflection of what you have cultivated and connected to. Meaning, you are often receiving divine downloads, cosmic energy upgrades, and may not experience anything in your physical environment yet until you fully adjust and acclimate to that frequency so that your environment can reflect it. As we raise our energetic vibration, our physical field comes to meet it and reflect it. And this is actually necessary in order for galactic energy to fully stream through. There needs to be a bridging and a meeting of frequencies, because these cosmic energies and embodiments exist in a higher dimension. They literally exist in a higher frequency where they don't have to be tangible in form, and yet in order to fully connect with us, they shift their frequency in order to meet us. So we must raise our frequency and energetic vibration in order to create an environment in which they can meet us through. So again, often you may experience energetic transmissions, galactic upgrades, and then tangibly, physically experience them later on. And with this, it's often that we are guided to do certain things with our physical body, whether it's cleansing or detoxing or moving energy or moving environments, living in different locations, or cutting off and clearing old relationships or patterns or things that are blockages, that are preventing us or limiting us from accessing the higher frequency, and which is actually natural to us. So this can actually be a divine form of confirmation. If you feel like you've been feeling called to change your life in ways, your physical body, your soul, your interests, your desires, that which you surround yourself with, that which you consume in all areas and aspects, this may be because you have recently received galactic upgrades and are needing to adjust your field and raise the vibration of what you receive and emit in order to create your personal portal in order to connect with your cosmic channel. And now, of course, it happens differently for everyone, and every personal individual does require a different formula for their awakening, for them to access and embody the role in which they are personally here to experience. So some people do experience physical encounters with cosmic ETs in our galactic family first before their actual encoded energetic upgrades. And although this can be really exciting and everyone's like, I want to see aliens, show me aliens and then I'll believe. It's like, yeah, but is that really actually the best way for you to receive this information? Because often if you are not ready to receive something, then you won't receive it and get it in the way that it is essentially meant to be, and therefore takes more time and patience, and of course, everything aligns as it's supposed to. However, I've heard many people explaining stories and encounters with ETs where they weren't necessarily energetically or vibrationally ready or anchored in their sovereignty and their knowing and trust of self. And when they started to experience this, they got scared and they emitted a fear vibration, and therefore it turned off that channel. They stopped receiving that divine frequency that was being sent to them and in which they were receiving, and therefore paused it. And again, it is just a pausing. It's very likely that the humans who have experienced encounters with ETs and have not been fully ready to receive the actual information and the knowing and the divine upgrades in which were being transmitted to them still will, however, will just be taken through a process, a series of their own ascension and clarification and purification and sovereignty anchoring so that they can further trust and lean into further opening their own portal. And that being said, I'd like to mention that they are always here in tangible form. It is just that our human senses are shifting and upgrading and ascending so that we can fully see, in more ways than one, them and the essence. There are literally galactic grids. There are air traffic pathways in the galaxy in which are always with us. Literally, our entire Earth is surrounded by a galaxy full of life. And personally, through my own experiences, I've actually been shown these galactic pathways in which exist and are literally always there. However, there's like a veil covering them. And in certain moments when I've shifted my frequency to a frequency that's like almost not sustainable on Earth right now, I have been shown things in different dimensions in which has acquired my knowing, my trust, where I do not doubt. There's so many things that I've experienced on a tangible level with these cosmic beings, with these ETs, with the versions of ourself in which we are derived of, to the point where, yeah, there's no question about it. And there's no need to dramatize it or exaggerate it at all whatsoever. And personally, on an individual level, I do not do that, and I can never do that because I am always reporting to them. They're always listening, they're always here, they're always a part of every moment. And I've found from my past, if I do exaggerate anything or if I speak from an energy that perhaps is not yet developed, then I'll be smacked into a space where I get to readjust and recalibrate into deeper alignment. So it's really all about just allowing it to appear. Again, not needing the mind to create details or identification around this essence and this energy, but instead receiving it and allowing it to integrate fully within you so that you can receive the full divinity, the full power in which will literally light your soul, nourish you, and feed you to where you are no longer seeking outside of yourself. Yes, the soul stays hungry, and we are always continuously expanding and evolving and opening up to new. However, the seeking energy of chasing or trying to project only prevents what is actually trying to come through, in which actually is. And please trust, it's a lot better. It's a lot more epic than you can even imagine. When you fully tap into your source and you are experiencing your own personal divine alignment, there is nothing else that you need. There is nothing else that you need to do or to be. You simply just are. And with that, you continue to ascend and awaken and become better. There's no more trying or effort. Instead, it just is. It comes to you when you are ready for it, when you are ready to receive it, when you are ready to be it. And so a way to literally adjust yourself to receiving this energy and alignment and communication with your guides, with galactic family, with the cosmic lineage in which you are and come from, is to pay attention. Pay attention to the divinity. Focus your energetic currency and your energy towards being open and receptive to receiving galactic messages, to embodying your cosmic essence, and to allowing for the tangible things that may seem just like a common happening to actually translate what it really is. Nature is really powerful in speaking the frequencies of the galaxy because nature has been manifested from the cosmos just as we have been as well. And it can literally be the splash of water or the sound from nature, from bugs, from birds, a leaf falling from the sky, a feather appearing before you. And though those experiences may be normalized to you, it may actually be an encoded galactic message. So when you pay attention to these things and you have the knowing of divinity, you have the knowing that you are literally being communicated to by your galactic family always, and they're wanting to communicate to you and to express to you because, again, this is literally the previous divine plan agreement in which we have incarnated for. And so when these things happen, these normal, casual things, and you instead pay attention to them and you become open to receiving a further message from them, you will receive it. And again, that's when you trust your intuition, the aspects of the thoughts that come through you, and knowing that it is channeled connection with your higher source, and it has more meaning than it is displaying within this 3D reality. This is how you shift your dimensional experience and are able to literally experience life in a higher frequency from a higher dimension and a higher realm. Because it is not that we are going anywhere or leaving this planet, it's that we are merging these higher dimensions onto this earth plane, onto the land in which we currently walk. So as you do this on your own, as you open up your cosmic channel and you receive the information, the messages, the energetic transmissions, the upgrades, and which are literally pouring upon you and within you, you become a mobile portal of this frequency and energy. And therefore you influence everyone you come in contact with, everyone that you are divinely guided to meet with, and that happens to align into your reality. You have codes for these people, and these people have codes for you. Higher galactic source is working through you as a conduit and working through all things of existence. When little things are said, or songs play, or something moves, or a window shuts, it is confirmation. And again, this isn't about making everything so fantasistical and magical that you are not anchored and embodied here on the earth plane. It is about allowing yourself to fully receive what actually is and becoming that portal and conduit of cosmic energy so that it can continue to ripple out and amplify and influence everything that you come in contact with. You are a direct extension and expression of this energy. and it is important that you trust. Pay attention to the casual experiences, to the common happenings in which are just appearing in your reality. They mean a lot more. And again, if you are watching this video, you are absolutely connecting with cosmic galactic family, and you are a part of this specific mission, a starseed channel of divine essence. Confirmed. Thank you for tuning into this video. I look very forward to continue to share more on these topics, as that is what my guides are requiring of me now. They say yes, the humans are finally ready. We have shifted timelines quantumly to where this is happening like absolutely right now, and it's even sooner than was previously prophesied, where yes, ETs are becoming mainstream. And with that, it's really important that we as benevolent beings who are connecting with benevolent cosmic essence continue to become solid in this knowing, because there is going to be a lot of distortion and energies trying to negatively infiltrate and influence the beautiful connection and realms in which we are merging. Yet we know the truth. We hold the frequency. We embody the divine essence so that it can continue to be true, so that it can continue to come through. Thank you for incarnating. Thank you for honoring your role and purpose. Namaste.